Are we live?
Congratulations, that's the first thing.
Are we live? It's just as intended.
Congratulations, that's the first.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to tonight's Nerd Asylum show, Homeward. This is the premiere of our Starfinder home game. We'll be running it every other Thursday. Today's Thursday, right? I am not
Yes.
panicking at all. And, well, we would like to, first of all, introduce the cast of the show, starting with who wants to start first?
I will go first. My name is Ray. Hi. Either you know me or you don't. And I will be playing Melodious McPherson, and I am so excited. Anything else I need to say, or just?
I don't know. Anything that you want to pluck?
I like long walks on the beach. Um,
Reading a book.
and I will, and I will tell you unsolicited facts about terrestrial isopods. That's all you need to know.
May or may not necessary during this this story.
I hope it's not.
Right. Who wants to be next? All right, Faye.
All right. Yeah, so I'm just introducing myself here, not my character, right? Or a little bit of both.
If you want to put the name of your character also, but for the moment, no further details about characters until learn a part of the name.
Hey, thank you for that raid.
Oh yeah, thank you. Wow.
Thanks for the raid. But yes, hi, I'm Faye. I am, I go by she, her pronouns. I'm going to be bringing to you S, who is, I can't wait for you guys to meet S. I've been in love with them for months at this point. I am excited to be here. Most of the time I'm running games, part of Will Witch RP, which is my own thing. We do have a Facebook and Discord that you can totally check out. But we do a lot of games over there, 5e, D&D primarily. Besides that, that's not really much else you need to know about me, because all I do is TTRPGs nowadays.
And I guess that leaves me.
Yeah.
I'm Theta. I am playing Kinsakata, who is an interesting bug. But you're going to find that out. And I'm with the Nerd Asylum. I run a new game that's going to be starting next week on Tuesday. I'm in Spirit, and Hey, Kikar, thanks for that subscribe. I'd lost my train of thought, so we're just going to move on.
You're also an avatar.
Oh, yeah, Avatar. That's the other one. Thank you.
No problem. Well, we have another player, but they're not going to join us today because of real life. It's totally okay. They'll be joining the story a bit further. And so it leaves me, the DM, Sekrane. Hi, everybody. If you know me from the Nerd Asylum, you know me. If not, well, I have been part of the Nerd Asylum since
its creation.
At the beginning. Yeah, it's creation. The universe started and I was already there.
At the beginning, there was Nerd Asylum.
Yeah, and I will be, I'm a player in NA by Night, our live show from Mondays in the Nerd Asylum, and I will be the DM dash narrator dash cat herder for this.
Hey.
I'm mostly talking about my own mental cats, not you guys.
Tell me about your mental cats, Sekrane.
We are here to play a game, not psychoanalyze the Sekrane.
No.
The panicking Sekrane.
Oh, I'm super panicking. Hi, everybody. I'm panicking.
In space, no one can hear your brain, cats.
And well, after leaving those introductions, we start this story in the depths of space, in that void, in that cold dark, far, far away from what we would know as the Pact Worlds. Faye. Thorness washes over your body. Your eyes slowly open, feeling heavy and slow. The flickering white lights of the corridor mixed with the waves of red illuminate poorly the metal around you. You try to get up as your arms and legs almost give up. Many questions wash over your head, pounding and with each heartbeat. But the most important one is, who am I? Where I am?
This is a familiar question. I've experienced it before, but it's been years. It's different. I'm not where I was, but I don't remember that. Looking around, what do I actually see around me?
You see around you is like this enclosed corridor. You don't see at the moment any windows or doors at the moment. The corridor extends and you see not very far from you turns that you can take or continue through this. You're not sure exactly where or what you are at the moment. You see clearly there's damage around you, some panels being laying in the floor, some sparks coming out, and there's the faint not only the smell but also the visual of smoke going around. And also in the distance you see a body, humanoid. From this distance you cannot identify what race, but you're not even sure you could identify yourself as something at the moment.
Cautiously, I want to approach the body.
Yeah, you approach the body, and the closer you get, the more you see how inert it is. And once you are 10 feet, 5 feet of it, you see it's not, the chest is not moving, there's not a single sign of it, apart of wounds across it. You see in its belt some tools, some stuff, and laying more or less near it a weapon. You know, a small arm that if you wish to, you can pick up.
Most definitely.
Yeah, you pick it up and inspect it. There's a weird sensation of like not recognizing it, but as soon as your hands grab it, you feel a familiarity. It's weird. You know this, but at the same time, it feels so far away.
Can I do a medicine check on the body to see if they're alive?
You know what? Yeah. Yeah.
First roll of the game, no pressure.
That is, it's a d20 plus my stats, right?
Also,
So, 20.
21.
I do have training in medicine.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's going to be a 22.
22. Right. As you approach it and you check it better, the first thing that comes into your mind is La Junta. It has like brown hair, short. Its skin, it's just pale, very pale. And as you're checking it, and you're like thinking, how do I know this? You find out that this person is no longer alive. As you move it, you do see puncturing wounds across his chest. Small, but still, that gives away that possibly this person was killed by the impact of something.
All right. I want to cautiously, now with the small arms, continue to move down the corridor. And I want to look for, if I see another person, I want to hide first.
Okay.
but I want to find people.
We're gonna roll a perception. Just overall to see what things you catch in the way.
21.
Um, you begin making your way through, and as you're beginning to recover your senses, at the moment you don't hear steps. You hear more of those cracking of circuitry open and damage. You hear distant, like kind of a bit of echo, a bit of cracking of fire, but you don't hear much until when you arrive to that conjunction where you go right, left, or forward. You hear somewhat distant. You don't see it, but you hear like something metal trying to either be getting bumped or like trying to get moved, like something like that. And you catch like it might be toward your right side. Also, as you're looking around, you see distant another body lying in the ground. It's, I would say, like around 30, 35 feet away from you, quite a ways away, and not in the same direction of that sound.
So, my character, S, knowing that sound means something, potentially danger, I want to go towards the body, carefully, again, with caution.
You go toward the body slowly, and again, once you're near it, I would say with that same knowledge of the role before, you identify quickly the elements of somebody that has deceased. But this time seeing, like, you don't catch the wounds of how this person died. It's just, again, pale expression of pain in them. This is a human. It's just laying there. You don't see a weapon nearby him. It seems more of a, I don't know, like more of a casual attire compared to the one that seemed, I would say, formal or uniform-esque if it wasn't as battered by the wounds.
All right, so confirming that this is a dead body, I will go towards the noise that I heard.
Okay. You continue navigating across this hallways. It doesn't take you long to get there, but still, everywhere seems that there was a conflict, something happened wherever you are that left a mess. Once you reach there and you like reach to like a T intersection, and you peek around and you see where it's coming from. Now it's very clear, the sound, and you see this door. It's like a sliding door, and like almost like above and a bit up in the middle and a bit above, it has like windows that you can see through, and you see there another of these like humanoid creatures that has like the antenna that you saw at the beginning. Its skin is a bit on the clear tones. One of the antennae is a bit shorter, and you see that this individual is like next to another humanoid. You don't recognize very well features enough to identify a race, but you see that trying to struggle to like open a door, the door that they are right there. They're trying to push it. That's what you can see from this distance to that window.
All right, can I make my way over to them cautiously?
Yeah. Are you trying to be like stealthy or like just cautiously waiting for something to happen?
More cautious than stealth. Like, I don't mind if they see me, but I don't want to just rush over there.
Okay. As you begin to move cautiously, you look around, you pass another body yet again. And as you move forward, you see more clear the features of these two individuals. One has like a very short, what's it, scraggly? That's a word. Like, kind of unkept beard. He seems human. and the other one, the La Junta one, the one identified with like one shorter and tinier than the other, has like very elaborate beard, more of a formal attire, and that one sees you first, and he begins pointing toward a console near the door on your side, and at the same time he points it, you feel in your mind like a sensation of frustration, but it's not from you. It's like a thought that just came in and you recognize not yours, but from him. It's confusing considering everything that's happening, but you get the idea that he's like trying to point and indicate like do something with that. And if you move closer, you see along with this La Junta, there's another human a bit behind them, trying to take a breather, and more toward the middle of that corridor, there's a rat that is walking. It's like its hind legs. It looks like a small, well, kind of like a medium-sized child. Medium-sized child, okay. And he's like pacing, and even though it's weird to identify like humanoid features like the ones you've seen, you can see like it's like nervous, just pacing. It's like, but it's away from the group.
Is this panel a sort of computer that I'm looking at?
Yeah, you see a bit of it. It's a bit of damage, but you can see the interface and it's still working. Yeah. And it seems to be of control of possibly the door, possibly more of the hallway, but you still have access to it, and it's not as damaged as other things in the corridor.
All right, so I'll tuck the small arms into the hem and the back of my pants because I don't have a holster, but I want to start fiddling around with that control panel.
Okay. Roll me a computers check.
That's like one of my favorites.
It's 1,000,000. Just roll 1,000,000.
So on the die, I rolled a 17, but after modifier, that's going to be 28.
You guys are gonna be monsters. I'm so used to D&D 5e rolling.
Secrane, I haven't rolled yet. Give me a chance to fail for you. Except
You're taking all the good numbers, Faye.
Yeah.
Oh, no, like she says failing. If she fails, she still gets an absolute beast of a number. All right, with 28, yeah. So you begin working on it, and at the beginning it's weird because you're like, okay, what do I do with this? Move this. Okay, and it begins to come into you as if you had done something like this before. But when you try to think about it, it's like, no, I don't know anything. What am I doing? I should stop doing that because that's not the right thing. You yourself are correcting the mistakes of that you had and when you were beginning. Suddenly here, the door begins to open. Every now and then getting stuck in a couple of inches. And the two individuals on the other side, except the rat humanoid behind, hurry to begin pushing to help the door move open. And when the door finally opens fully, the very well-dressed La Junta looks at you and is going to say something, when a roaring sound startles all of you. In an instant, flames erupt from behind them, and before you get a time to react, the one in front of you, this La Junta, pushes you. The blast knocks you along with all the tree, and the pain from the impact on the metal just stings right through you. The roaring of the flames for a moment leaves your eyes, like that ringing sound before silence, and then a nauseating smell. I guess you stand up to see what happened. The one
Most
that
definitely.
the one that pushed you is laying near you, heavily burned. One of the other humanoids, the one that was I had that scraggly beard, it's crawling away in pain also. The third one, it's on the ground, unmoving, while flames still cover it. And the one that was deeper into the corridor is nowhere to be seen. Only flames are left there.
I want to. So low risk would be the closest one to me. The Lashunta. I want to go over and would I be able to do another medicine check, or will the previous one roll over to assess their state?
As you're beginning to assess their state, you see the breathing is heavy before it stops.
No, no, no. Damn it. Medicine check?
What you would like to try to do?
CPR, perhaps? Any sort of first aid that I might be recalling from previous medicine checks?
Go ahead, roll a medicine check.
$27.
You begin trying to do CPR and you're like, okay, no, the burns, I need to treat the burns. And you're like looking for something first. And a bit of panic comes to you as you're like thinking, okay, what do I do first? Like, do I try to rest him? Do I try to take care of this burns? And as you're doing that, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 30, a minute working, and you see this individual is not moving at all. And then you see toward a bunch of cables nearby, still sparkling. And the idea comes to you, and you're like, this is risky. This is fucking stupid. This is fucking stupid. You drag it, thinking, defibrillator, perhaps? What is a defibrillator? This is stupid. No, wait. There's definitely panic around you. What you would do?
I'm running with the ideas. All the ideas that I've had so far have been working out for me.
15 minutes of life experiences have been working for me.
Zap it! Zap it good!
You pull one of the cables, pull another one, and you're like, okay, how does this works? Take a deep breather. Push the cables into his chest. Everything around you shakes as you suddenly see like a wash of like a dark green tint covering for a moment your eyes and then washing away as you put the cables in him. The body trembles at that instant and you move away. You wait a moment.
Please work, please work, please work.
And you hear something moving nearby you. Not him.
Pistols out.
Drop the cables, pistols out, and you look around and see then the other individual that was covered in flames, not moving, begin to get up. Slowly, almost losing its footing. And when its head finally tilts up, it doesn't get straight, it like moves to the side, and you see the skin beginning to like rot in instants. And you hear another moving on the move toward the corridor you came, and the body that you passed moments ago is also starting to get up. Very slowly, they seem almost clumsy, the same effect.
Am I able to close the door, or is that broken from the explosion?
You're not sure, but also to go into that door, you have to pass this rising, burning undead to get to it. They're like
But it would stop the other one from getting here, right?
they're right near you actually, like right past the
Oh,
door. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
All right.
the one that is burning and getting up, it's 10 feet as you drag this Lashunta back toward the cables, and the other one is like 15, 20 toward the corridor that you more or less came in. But you still see it from over here.
All right. So, panic on the rise again. Ideas out the window. Once again, pistol in the back. I'm going to focus on grabbing this Lashunta. Again, hoping idea worked. Body was saved. And I'm going to run and try to find another doorway with a panel.
Okay. Begin, I guess, dragging this individual.
I've got a
Or-
14 strength. I want to like just pick him up over the shoulder.
Roll athletics.
17?
You begin to pick him, and you're still weak from getting up, whatever this sense. So you just begin to stumble and begin to walk away. And these things begin moving toward you as you hear the other individual that was still alive and injured begin to panic also. Shout, no, don't leave me.
I continue on.
These two recently dead, but apparently not anymore, in the creatures begin to move toward this person as it's trying to crawl away, but even at their slow speed, they're able to catch on him. And the screams of pain come to, as you're not seeing what's happening. In the darkness of the void that you are right now, you feel nothing. It's weird. It's comforting, but at the same time it is too empty, too cold. But maybe it's good this way. Maybe this is what it's meant to be. Suddenly, that oddly realization of comfort is interrupted by screams of pain. As you feel your body aching, shaking, and as if this was the first time you have ever taken a breath of air. You open your eyes, Melodious. You feel it hurts. Everything hurts.
And I'm over someone's shoulder.
You're on somebody's shoulder. And it's nauseating, the smell, the pain, and the shambling movement of being in somebody's shoulder that is barely able to keep you up.
Not to mention my beard is all out of sorts and my hair's starting to come undone.
It's a mess.
Do I feel them wake up?
Oh yeah, you feel suddenly the thing you...
I drop them.
Oh,
You're okay. It worked. Oh, okay.
oh, sweet void. Do I know you?
No, I don't. No, we probably don't know each other.
Do I know me?
Do you? We can talk about that later. Do you know what happened?
Well, one moment there was nothing, and it was quite comforting actually. I was enjoying myself and my communion with the void, and the next moment I looked down and I saw your rather you from the back and above.
Hey, so you died, I'm pretty sure, and but I was about everything else that's going on here was really asking. Sounds like you don't know. Great, we're in the same boat here. Oh, damn.
Oh, could I ask what happened to my coat? These things aren't cheap. It's rather difficult to get the sterile materials to make them and keep them white is very troubling. And good Lord, it looks as though someone's lit me a fire.
Yeah, there was an explosion. That's how you died.
Oh, so I'm not a medical expert.
Here, as you're talking, steps coming your way. The screams have stopped. And
I
now
grab
somewhat
Melodius's.
burning.
Yeah, I grab Melodius's hand and we run.
All right, it's a bit forward of you, but I like someone willing to take action. Where are we going?
We're finding a door. We find a door with a panel. And I'm pretty sure that I can close it. We don't want those things back there to find us.
Right, yes. I fear I'm going to slow you down a bit. My whole body hurts.
Yeah, mine same, but you push through it.
Get off.
Will do.
Meanwhile, in another part of the ship, your senses begin to come to you. First with an ache and a stinging sensation across all your body. Then the world begins to take form. Shapes, things. It's not like you seeing colors and things. It's just like an echo of things around you before light comes into your vision, giving color and a defined shape to everything. You see around people. You see like some, you wouldn't, us as players would know they're humans in a corner being tended by these pale, long ears, very angular face, individualized, kind of tending them. You see a reptilian, like a very big, bulky individual having a moment of nervousness, of panic in a corner as he already, his wounds seems that they've been tended. A girl, also human, small, crying. Along with her, there's two individuals. They look like bug-like. And as you're seeing them, you look down to your hands and you see similar hands to them. Your sense being to come.
I try to speak, but this chitinous clicking and like almost like a sputtering sound comes out. And then she thinks very hard. What happened? What's going on?
As you do that, you see like various of the individuals there like perk up and look toward you. And the one with the long ears like stands up, leaving the humans for a moment, and approach you. You see like he has some sort of uniform, like red colors with some gold accents on it. This individual approaches you. You're awake. Are you all right?
Once again, the attempting of speech, but the thought still lingers of maybe, and the self-cataloging. I can move my toes, I can move my fingers, I can move my head. I think I'm okay.
You see the individual is being taken aback. As hearing everything is like, okay, you fine. You're not injured. Okay, let me go back to them. He points at the humans, and if you're fine, okay, just stay here. He moves toward the humans being standing them, and the rest of the individuals seem to go back to their own situations, the reptilian one having a moment of panic attack. The other individuals like you, this kind of bug-like insectoid individuals trying to calm the girl, but they seem to be looking at them confused and unsure what to do.
I will sit up and go over to the girl and attempt a smile. But it doesn't translate very well. I probably just scared her worse.
She's not looking at you. She's crying a lot. Her eyes are kind of closed. You know how that much crying that they're like almost have their eyes closed all the time. She's not paying attention to that attempt of a smile at the moment.
I think I'm gonna make like a shushing sound and like pet her head. Because this is a child, right?
Yeah, for player reference, it would look like she's 8 years old-ish.
Okay.
She's young.
Okay. Yeah, I'll pet her head and try to be very convincing of it's gonna be okay. We're here to
Wow.
help.
You got a diplomacy check.
I need to get another die. Hold on a second. Okay.
Just reach over into your tackle box of dice.
14.
It's really like dice goals.
I don't know where I put. There it is.
Hey guys, what's 17 plus 14?
Too many.
Like 31?
31, I think.
I'm not good
Did
at
you
big
add-
numbers, guys.
Did you add the D6?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just for good measure, just in case the fucking 31 wasn't enough. Yeah, you begin to caress her hair, and as you're doing this such
Shushing.
sushing, no, as you're trying to do that sound to calm her, you're attempting with your mouth. It's not coming very well, but your mind, the sound is producing, and it's beginning to take a form of more of a slight lullaby for her. And she takes like a breathe because she needed that, and her crying is like get cut by that breathing and that calming. The other two of these insectoids like take a step back, and you see them put their hands like this, like waiting, like unsure what to do, and just standing there. And she begins to calm for a moment. She's still crying. She's still
Like the
yeah. And when you get in her mind to share that for a moment, you feel her emotions of fear, confusion, but at least that contact and that moment of your words stop that flood overwhelming.
I'm gonna turn to the other two bugs and just look at them and go, stay with her. I'm gonna see if I can help other people too. But I do that in the I say that to them with the chitinous clicking and
You do that, and they understand. They respond in the same manner. Okay, just we just do that of the hair. Oh, how I don't know. But you know,
calm
and they're like,
yourself
"No, no."
first. And I'm gonna telepathically link with them and just calm yourself. Everything is okay. We're gonna figure out what happened and we're gonna fix wherever we are, because I don't know what's happening.
Take a moment to like acknowledge what you're saying and be like, okay, probably not.
And I'm gonna
Because
turn.
it's
Oh, sorry.
the
go.
same species, you would be like, okay, you get to field it. You're gonna do the best.
I'm gonna look around. Is there anybody else panicking just as badly as the child was?
The reptilian individual seems to also have like a harness of like tools. The tools are missing, but he still has it. He has like a bandage holding his arm, and for an imposing figure that this individual, this humanoid is, it's very clear it's having a rough time. Very rough time.
I will slowly walk over to him, them, because I don't know what they are, and just kind of continue that telepathic link since I figured out that that's working. Because I can't apparently talk to most people. I probably could if I tried really hard, but right now I can't. And I will link with him and say, how can I help?
First thing is they jump, startled, looking toward you, hyperventilating, and just being saying, just this is bad. This is bad. Where we are, it's just we're gonna die. We're gonna die. I can't. Just begins to hyperventilate more and more.
She does like the same shushing sound in her mind to him. It's like, you're not gonna die. You haven't died yet, so you're not gonna die. We're gonna be okay. Do you know who you are?
Shakes her head.
Yeah, me neither, but maybe somebody knows who we are. But we're not going to get anywhere if you continue to hyperventilate like that. You're going to pass out.
Begins trying to breathe, trying to calmly. And you see it's putting its effort. But takes it a moment, longer than the child, to calm. Okay.
I'm going to breathe with him in my head, like doing the inhale and the slow exhale, just like coaching him through his breathing.
Weird side note. It was fucking weird hearing the breathing of somebody else in your mind.
Oh, don't make me
Either
laugh.
super relaxing or super stressing.
Flip a coin. I don't care. Let's piss this
Some
guy
weird-
off more.
Some weird ASMR thingy. Yeah, you begin doing that, and you see gets off-put immediately, and that like catches him off guard and stares at you, and gives him something to focus on as he begins to copying you, and he's like, okay, just nodding, staring at your unblinking bug eyes. Which I would say that because of how the eyes of your rays are, you're seeing a lot around you.
In case anybody hasn't figured it out, I am a Sheeran. If you don't know what that is, look it up. We'll get pictures
Most
up
people.
soon. I'm a
Yeah.
bug person. But
The bug. Yeah, we take a moment to make this reptilian individual calm down.
okay.
Until you see this breathing is being calm. It's loud, but you see that it's doing that attempt to just keeping it in a calm, steady pace.
Right. I'm gonna look down at myself and like, so I see uniforms and I see children. Like, what am I wearing? Am I wearing a uniform? Am I wearing like regular clothes?
You have somewhat of a coat. The coat has an insignia on it. Seems to be the insignia of. You more or less grab it, move it on, and you see the A001. and it has like kind of the symbol of a ship with background of like a star. The coat has similar symbols to some of the uniform that this reptilian individual and the humans are wearing. It's not the same design, but has certain like grayish pattern coloring into it
Okay.
with a faint teal in it, in the accents. And underneath you have a vest that seems more of a possibly a personal choice, you assume, and a very, very messed up tie.
I have to fix the tie. Like it is a problem now that I've noticed it.
You begin fixing it, taking a moment to do that. And you sense this individual with the long ears approaching you as you're doing that.
Do you know who I am?
No, I wasn't sure if you were breathing well or not, so I moved the thing. I don't know what the name is. Can I talk with you for a moment?
Of course.
It takes you to like a corner of this. Now you're paying attention to the surroundings. Looks like a storage room. That apparently you only see one entrance in this small room, and he moves you to a corner. Not you can't go that far away from the rest of the group, but he whispers. Yeah, just like everyone else, I don't remember a thing. I just woke up, this was a mess, and started looking for people and bringing them here. I found you somewhere, and I seemed the calmest person. I don't know of everybody here. I will try to go out and look for more people, but I want somebody to back me up in case something happens. Just couldn't ask any of them to do it.
Just gonna like scratch at her chin a little bit. I suppose I could do
Scratching,
that.
you feel the
I feel my
things here.
mandibles and my
Yeah,
my
your
neck.
mandibles move. Yeah.
Like, oh, this is interesting.
You see the person is like, you feel this person is putting such an effort to keep calm, but in you see his eyes is like panic.
All right. Let's go see if we can find more people and bring them where it's safe. I apparently do well in a panic, because I'm not sure what I'm doing, and I'm starting to panic a little bit myself. But I'm going to keep calm, and we're going to do this.
You can do this. I know you can.
So can you.
You have this. Thank you. Thank you. You have this with you, and he offers you some sort of weapon. You see the barrel, it's a bit open, and you see in it like a line, a bit of electrical, very friendly moving around it. You have this, and you know, I think if something happens, you would be capable of handling. And he gives you like a syringe kind of thing, with liquid in it. Doesn't look like you know, very bad syringe with a long needle. It looks more like what would be the word? The ones for like diabetes.
Oh, the really
like
tiny ones.
Yeah, and it's like a circular, like a small cylinder.
Okay.
It has that medical symbol in it. You know, in case you find somebody very badly that needs it, or one of us needs it.
What is
I
it?
think you could keep MK1 serum, health serum.
Okay.
The equivalent of a health potion.
No, she was asking that in character. Like, what is it?
It's for healing. Like I found one, injected myself, and I felt better.
What better than to make yourself whatever you are, test subject. Cool. Let's do this. She's very, very optimistic about her chances.
He moves to the door and opens it. And once you two come out, you're greeted with the same environment that our other characters witnessed. At the moment, you don't see bodies, though, but definitely the marks of mess. And these corridors are a bit wider.
Okay.
And he takes the lead. It takes you, how would it be? 5 minutes, well, more or less, of walking when eventually you reach a bigger area that has some stairs going up and one stairs going down. And at that moment, you do see a couple of bodies laying around.
I guess I'm gonna check the bodies.
Roll a medicine.
Because I'm good at this one, guys. Medicine. That's a 7. That's a 26.
26, okay. You trained in medicine.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you, unfortunately, they're no longer among the living. Injured from a blast.
Okay.
Burned. Very centralized.
Okay.
And as you check in, you hear, what would be the sound? Like something metallic falling and hitting. And a sound of a, oh.
I'm gonna jump, startled by that sound, and turn towards it.
As you do that, this individual with the long ears points his gun toward the direction. And then begins walking over there.
I'm gonna follow and draw my whatever weapon that he gave me.
Your knowledge is the one you chose at the beginning.
I know.
Your equipment. Okay,
I know as a player, but as a character, she has no idea.
Yeah, at the beginning, you begin moving and find these two individuals. One is this it doesn't have ear, but has this long antennae, humanoid, a bit of a slightly tan, some weird texture thing here in his
Forehead?
Forehead, yeah, thank you. And he's holding in his shoulders, helping carry a human. Seems injured, like something cut around the torso. Doesn't seem lethal, but it's still carrying him and moving him.
Okay.
This individual you're going with, the one with the red and gold uniform, puts the gun away and moves to help carry the human. Oh, thank God. Are you right? Says the La Junta to the one you were going with. I mean, are you right? Do we know each other? No, just first people we see around. He stares at you, the La Junta, and it's like, yeah. I guess, yeah, you guys are cool, right?
We should take them to where the other people are holed up. Why did you pull your gun? Is there bad things on this ship thing? Wherever we are? I broke it. I'm sorry.
The one with the uniform, the red and gold uniform, shrugs. I don't know. It's just that this place is weird. Have you seen the ship startles, and a wave of this greenish energy tint passes over you for an instant and then washes away.
Okay. I'm gonna look around very nervously, very twitchy in her movements.
There's silence, a part of the now background noise of the destruction left behind. Then you hear a bang. Another one. You hear distant shouts. And then you hear movement nearby from where you came from.
I'm gonna go back towards where I came from, where we left all the people.
More toward the area with the stairs.
Oh, the area with
It was
the
like
stairs.
in an intersection. Yeah, you have to go through there. And that's, you begin going there. And you see the bodies that you checked before, they were sure they were dead. Getting up. Shambling, trying to get their balance, and the skin rotting in instants.
That's not appetizing. And I broke the DM.
You're not wrong.
No, they are gross. You do have a point.
Not appetizing wasn't the word I was expecting out of many things.
I don't know what this bug eats.
You eat humanoids?
Maybe? I don't know.
Hey man, meat is meat is meat is meat.
I have many questions for your character later on. Knowing what I know about you. Don't die.
I'm good.
Just life.
I'm good. Just choking on my own spit over here. Sorry.
In there, done that. Yeah, you see them getting up. Your fellow companion and the newfound individuals are like still behind and have not seen that yet.
I'm gonna shoot it.
Roll an attack then.
How do I roll an attack in this game?
Go to, in your character sheet, you should have your
Like my ranged attack?
range attack, yes.
Okay.
And that should apply to the weapon you have.
That is 19.
19. You move your the small arm you have, and in a moment you're like, I know how to use it. Point and press the trigger. Out of it, sparks comes, and you see this like lightning bolt hit it. It stumbles around as it hits right in the chest. Roll for damage.
3.
3. Okay. You see it shakes a bit at it, but remains standing up and begins making its way toward you, along with the other, very slowly.
I'm gonna shoot it again until it stops coming at me. Or until this gun stops working, one of the two.
Okay. Let me see what's their speed, because they're not that fast. Oh, never mind. They are normal speed.
They're not shamblers, they're runners, guys!
Take another shot before they get to move.
Just have to update my notes because of that.
Natural 20. First one of the game!
Nice. Roll your damage, and I think something happens because it was a crit.
Maximum damage of 6.
Maximum damage of 6.
Yeah.
which would be doubled. So 12. Damn. Can you remind me what's the crit effect of your weapon?
Where does it say that? It just says arc 2.
That's the one I'm looking for. Yeah. So
Does that mean
you-
it arcs to 2 other things? Or one other thing?
I don't remember if it's like arc to 2 things or just one and does 2 damage.
Do you want to take a
Okay.
break while we look it up?
No, quick thing. Yep. That arc 2 is the amount of times it arcs. So it would arc 2 times, but there's only one target.
Okay.
So you take a moment, and in this panic, for a moment you feel focused. Pull the trigger again. The lightning hits the face of this one. Just explodes out of the electricity. But as it does, there's another arc of energy shooting to the one. I will take 6 damage because that was what you rolled. But at that moment, the other one catches up to you. So you'll try to swipe at yeah. I didn't have my dice app up.
You weren't expecting this.
I thought they were slower. I remember them, but I was thinking another thing. Nope. So, question: does a 9 hit you?
No.
It goes and tries to swipe at you as you see the hand itself rotting even more and the nails growing. And as it tries to do so, it falls quite short from the distance. But now it's in front of you.
Can I shoot it again?
Um,
Or do I have to like
Yeah.
roll with disadvantage or anything like that since it's
I
like
think
right
you have
there?
to roll. I don't remember if you have to roll to disadvantage or the monster gets an attack of opportunity to interrupt you. Let's go for disadvantage right now. I'm not gonna look at rules. Whatever is more appropriate in the moment.
Well, it's a 19 or a 19, so I'm going to take the 19. I rolled 2 17s on the die. That doesn't happen to me ever.
Roll your damage.
Two.
Okay, so you stab it. This time the arc lining doesn't seem to do that much of a hit on them. And let me see. And it would be at that moment you hear a blasting sound hitting the side of this undead individual. And when you more or less, I don't think you would glance, you would just feel how your new companion left the other ones behind him and pull his weapon to try to end this threat to you. But even with a hit, this undead thing's still up. You were supposed to hit harder. Oh, so once again, this thing is about to hit you. You have it in front of you, this rotting thing. And you hear as it falls down to the ground. And you see that its knee rotted enough that they fall down after a fucking nat 1.
Can I stomp it in the face to break its neck, like to destroy the head? Because it is nasty.
Make an attack, a melee attack roll.
Okay, that's the same as my ranged attack roll. That's a 18.
You go and stomp in it. And as you're about to stomp in it, that's when you realize, oh, I don't have shoes.
Ew.
It's not moving anymore as you manage to crack it. Your foot doesn't go into it, but still some thing comes out of the side where you press on.
Well, I didn't
As
slip on its nasty falling off skin, so I'm proud of myself.
yeah, no, it's that your companion is looking at you like, uh,
I'm going to find a rag and clean my foot.
yeah, you're able to find one, even from the body of these things you shoot. Their clothing is still okay. That wasn't rotting. But if you wanted, you could like
Yeah,
use that.
I'm gonna clean my foot off.
Yeah, you begin doing that as the companion approaches you.
No toes.
That's what. Oh, that's right.
So it didn't squish between my toes. It's just there at the bottom of
Oh,
my chitin.
still undead material.
Hey, I cleaned it
No.
off.
We've got like the easy clean model too. It's just like
Yeah.
just ugh.
Like when you had to clean like your Barbie's feet as a kid.
Yeah.
You did what? What did you do to your Barbie's feet?
I plead
Hold
the
on.
fifth.
And on this note, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a short break. We will be right back. Stick with us.
And we are back. We had a quick break to check some stuff. We're back. That's it. Back to wherever we are in the vastness of space.
Ray, you look so cozy.
Oh my god, yes.
It's so cold in my basement.
So this bug individual just managed to kill 2 of these undead creatures, and one of them by just stomping it.
And wiping her foot. Their foot. Yeah, right, wiping their foot.
And they're wiping their foot, and your companion, the one with the red and golden uniform, approaches you, followed behind by the newfound survivors of whatever this mess is. You still hear in the distance the banging of what now you would slowly start to recognize weaponry and some shouts, but it's slowly coming to an end, and it's no longer being like from everywhere coming, echoing in the corridors.
What is going on here? What are these things? And why is their skin so yucky?
I don't know. When I woke up and I started taking you people to that room, none of this was happening. They were just dead, and that's it.
We should go check on everybody in the room to make sure they're still okay.
Yeah.
Because we kind of left them defenseless. Behind a door, but defenseless.
And he goes and helps the injured human to go quickly and faster on the way back. As you're moving forward, you reach one of the corridors that had a couple of those deceased people, and you see it right there. One of them is standing, the other corpse is not moving though, in the same position.
I'm shooting the one that's standing.
Okay. Take your shot.
Oh, that's probably not gonna work. 13.
Hopefully enough, or very fortunately enough, these things are not like, they're very still. They're quite the sitting ducks. So you hit it right there, and it shakes with the electricity of your weapon. Six. 6. Right. You give it a good shaky moment, and it bends a bit from the impact, but doesn't fall down, but begins making its way toward you. Your companion will join you. Yeah, I'll hit. 18 will hit for him, and that will be. How much damage is this thing? There it goes. It shoots at him, but this weapon, this like laser weapon that he's using, it's not functioning very well. So you see it leaving some smaller burn marks compared to the one you're carrying, and it begins moving forward and reaches you. Finally, no shitty rolling from my part. Does a 25 hit? Sorry for the question.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that.
That's going to be 6 slashing damage as it reaches and claws right at your chest, trying to grab you.
Okay. Ow. Bad whatever you are. And I'm going to try to shoot it.
Roll with disadvantage because the closeness.
Oh man, one of those was a 20. The other one was an 18. So a total of 20.
Okay. Damage roll. So
3.
3. Okay, so the beginning was 6. Okay. You shoot it and you see as it almost falls down, but it gets back up.
It
And-
lurches.
Yeah, lurches, and your companion will not 20.
Yeah.
Imagine if that was for the
I'd be
the
dead.
thing. Yep. So it aims at it, and as it shoots, you hear as the shot was charged with more power, and as it hits, it ignites the chest, and it flings arms before it falls down to the ground, unmoving, almost like ragdoll in the ground.
Okay, that thing hurt. We need to not get hit by these things.
Now let me go ahead. Let me go first then.
Okay. Don't get hit.
He's like trying to smile to you, like, yeah, I will be fine, but you see like his face like, okay, panicking.
Soothing, shushing sounds to his brain.
Is that more or less terrifying than the breathing noises inside your brain?
He stares
If I
at you
was-
for a moment.
If I was on the brink of panic and then suddenly just in my brain I hear
He stops a
She
moment.
reaches out and starts petting his head.
He has like a very short cut of hair. So like you touch almost directly his head, and he stops for a moment.
Don't panic. It will be okay. Just don't get hit by these things.
Not silently, trying to be stoic, but falling more in the realm of
This thing keeps
Just-
talking in my head. It needs to stop.
yeah, it's like this is my life now. Moving across the corridors and going back to our former pair, the door has been closed behind you. Unfortunately, now trailing behind you, 2 more of these creatures, but you see them as they hit the door and like flail at it. And though for a moment panic begins to come into you as you see 2 corpses in this same area laying there, they're not moving, they're not getting up. And that is some sort of consolation, seeing just a simple dead person in front of you.
my goodness, those chaps do seem rather intent on tracking us down, don't they? So tell me, have you surmised at all what's going on yet? Because I'm unfortunately finding some gaps in my memory.
Yeah, no, I woke up in pain. I was alone. There was a body. It's not. I have no idea what's happening here, except that there was an explosion, and then after the explosion, bodies that were dead. I knew they were dead. Were standing up, and so no idea.
Well, bodies don't usually stand up once they're dead. However, I appear to be proof that perhaps they also need our assistance. You apparently brought me back from the brink. Perhaps you could render that same service to our rather well.
You were a special case. You were alive and then you were dying and then
That
dead.
is how it works.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Those look dead. Like dead. Like I was right there when you died and able to do something. I understand what I did, but I don't think on it too much because right now thinking hurts just like the rest of my body. Gosh, what's going on?
Well, so it's a no on them.
No, though I can see right now those are dead. DM, right? They're like dead.
The ones that for some reason, as you were running away from them, you saw that they were from shambling to actually running behind you. So you saw a pace.
Oh God.
The two initial ones, the flesh has rotten enough that you start seeing the bone on them. So it looks like, if for some reason you were able to get them back, they would be in a quiet state, like just bone here and there, jaw looking, just blood spurting out of the eyes as they decaying in a horrible manner.
Well, we appear to be in some sort of corridor. Metal, I would say, which I'm no architect, but that's a bit specific to perhaps where we could be.
Is the control panel, when I was fiddling around with it earlier, did I get the sense that I could go further into it to maybe like break the system to see exactly like a mapping area? Or was it a closed circuit kind of situation?
A computer check.
I'm watching Ez do this, just like hands clasped behind my back, like leaning over the shoulder and watching. I'm so bad at computers, I can't even attempt to do anything with them.
That's a 19. I didn't roll great, but
You're remembering, and now after you quickly use this new panel to close it, you're getting more used to it. You approach it, and as you're wondering that, you begin moving. It doesn't take you long to get a view of like a status of the corridor you're in that panel, like indicating certain technical information about it. I'm not sure how proficient you would be or you are with engineering or something like that, but at least from reading the information getting out of this computer, first of all, it's like not a closed circuit that is just this door. You get information of the surrounding area, the connection area, and that's it.
I am proficient in engineering. It's a trained skill, and it's one of my specialization skills. So,
yeah, okay. Then you would probably gather a bit more that this type of thing, it's designed to keep control of breaching corridors. And as you're doing that, you're like, okay, this would be from a ship. Are we in a ship? Like, the information is flooding. Like, this would be for this and this and this, and trying to piece all together. But you gather that you don't get that much of like, this is a map. You are here. Information out of this panel in particular. But you gather that there might be that information nearby or somewhere along these sections.
With this status update from the panel that I have, does it show any breaches in this current corridor?
Nope.
All right. So turning to my Lysenta companion. All right. So I think we're in a ship. I'm pretty sure we're in a ship.
Like in space?
Potentially.
Wow.
And I've gotten everything I can get from. We have to find another comm system that might have a map. But this one, we're fine in this area as long as this door stays shut.
Okay.
And it should, as long as there's no breaches. And there's no breaches. So, and he just kind of leaves the conversation there and starts walking off.
Oh, you said we were safe if we stayed here, though, right?
Yeah, we're safe here in this corridor. But I would move away from that door in case they get smart.
Oh, I understand. A ship in safe is port, but that's not what ships are for. A grand adventure, of course. Lead the way, my good man. I'm sorry. I needn't assume. What was your name?
Could I roll some sort of check to see if I remember my name?
Roll intelligence. Just straight intelligence.
$22.
Sweet. As he mentions your name, you're walking in. You stop. And Ray, you would see that this individual just stop dead. Like, not like dead, like in his
Dies.
stop in his tracks and has like a 1,000-yard stare. S comes to your mind, along with the image of a necklace. No. A collar. It appears.
S. You can call me S.
Yeah.
He, him is fine until I remember more.
Delightful. Wonderful to meet you. Do I remember my name?
Roll intelligence.
Okay. I should have taken out any dice. I love that this is the first roll I'm making in this game, is if I remember my name or not, and that I cannot get my dice out. There we go.
I mean, to be fair, you were for a moment not in this world capable of doing any sort of skill check. So
I was predisposed. That's quite bad, actually. Let me open my Excel spreadsheet. Intelligence, you say. What does a 10 get me?
Ooh.
Please tell me he remembers somebody else's name as his. For now.
Remember, and it's weird because you remember a sound. Ooh. But it's like blurry, the rest of it. It's like there's old there. It's old sound, but you're like your head's beginning to hurt from trying to think, and this just evades you.
Yeah, we're past the first name basis, aren't we? We're on a no name basis now. So where are we headed?
If you see a panel on the wall, just let me know. Like the panel by the door, it'll have a screen on it. Just if you see one, let me know. And I'd like to make a perception check to see if I can find one.
Panel to the window, to the wall. Roll a perception.
Oh, it's stuck in my head now. I hate it.
22.
Damn, son. It doesn't take you long, considering like seeing the little bits of this corridor you found. You managed to guide yourself like an abstract ideal map, and you find the panel wide, large. It's somewhat cracked, somewhat damaged, but you can use it, and you won't need a computer check, as this seems like user friendly. This is your map to see I am here. That would be in the mall, and you press into it, indicate that you're like nearby what it would be the habitational area. And then you see like elevators moving to different sections, and the corridors that you came through, you see that they were leading toward the engineering area, and you start like piecing out how this looks, where to go, how to move here. And as we were also checking this, you see that there's like a function for communications, for like assistant, some sort of assistant, some sort of inner communications inside the ship.
I will activate comms, and I will just, if there is a connect to all systems, that is where I would be heading into.
As you begin pressing it, you see the pop-up of ship-wide alert, which also, it was kind of, now you're picking it out, you realize, oh, those are the red lights every now cycling across the corridors, like, okay. And you see communications,
It was under the cat.
they're not functioning to all sides. This would be a good place, you gather, to communicate to various departments, to various areas, but there's damage across the system that doesn't let you communicate completely. One of the places you see there's a communication available, it's toward the medical area, toward the observation deck, and certain sections of the habitational area. You start to gather that this habitational area is large.
I will start. I'll start with any area. So the habitational area, since we're the closest to that, I'll start in there and work my way out. So I'll connect to the different comm stations there. And if I can do like a multi-comm, then I'll do all active available ones that I can reach. But basically, I'd be... This is S. Is anyone out there? If you can reach a comm system, please let me know. Please.
Begin pressing, and the first two attempts on the habitational area, there's no response. And when you're trying to check where exactly of the habitational area, there's like error messages, so you're not even sure where you're sending this. You're like shooting in the dark. As you're nearing toward the last sections of the habitational area, you get a response. Yes, hello. This is.
Names aren't important. The important thing is that you're responding.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. You're alive. Yes. Just
Yeah.
confirm. Okay.
Have you always been? Oh, it's important. I promise.
And you hear in the background voices. What? Do you got something to talk? Like shushing, like a lot of voices behind. It's like, no, just I guess don't get.
Where are you? Where are you?
We're in the habitation. We're near the. Oh, I don't know if this will help you, but we see outside a image thing of a bowl with a smiley face in it. There's many people here. Um, uh, you were right. You're alive. Yes. Or were you not alive? That doesn't matter.
Are you're staying there, right? You're not moving places. You
No, we're gathering here. We're gathering here.
Okay.
Some people.
Stay where you are. The dead on this ship are getting up, and they're
Yeah, we saw them. We saw them.
good. Okay. Then you know to stay there. If you do you have weaponry in the case that they get too close?
Some of us have. Some of us don't. We just what we have. There's a lot of panic here. Honestly, the people. Stop. Let me just speak for a moment. It's just okay. It's just come over here. Come over here, and yeah, we figure from there.
We'll try. Yes. We'll try. S is going to turn to his companion. All right. So there's more survivors, and then engineering is where we were. That's where we came from. That's where the explosion was. That's where a lot of issues are happening. It seems that the systems there are down. It seems the systems there are malfunctioning, and I don't know what I can do from here. I can just see things from the maps, and at this point, S is going to adjust his glasses that he didn't realize that he had, but can now feel them like sliding down, and you see him look at his hand real quick. Oh, gods. So we can head towards where they're at. They've got an image of a bull with a smiley face. We look for that image and we can get to where we are. They said that they're gathering there, but maybe people have left. So we'll be on the lookout.
Right. Sure. We're in engineering. Are you an engineer? Am I an engineer?
You were kind of going toward engineering. That was kind of your direction. You didn't fully arrive there. You were like in the connecting corridors toward there.
I don't know if I'm an engineer or not, but I'm good with computers, it seems, and the ship. So potentially we were in that direction. We weren't quite there, but let's go.
Right. Yes.
You're managing to take these newfound companions along with this very helpful stoic, at least attempted to be stoic individual with the long ears. You arrive to the storage room where you left the other people, and at the moment you haven't found more of these shambling running corpses. And when you open the door, you see the individuals there, kind of going back to being panicking, but at the sight of you and the newfound individuals, like calm, like, okay, everything is fine. Everything is fine.
She's gonna like send out to the group in like a soft, very gentle, we found more survivors. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna keep looking for more people. In the meantime, help us care for this injured one. And she's gonna like gesture for the guy to bring in the injured guy.
This time the reptile individual gets up, and though still nervous, like offers a hand. Clearly bigger than many of the hands of the others, and takes him to like a corner nearby so he doesn't have to continue walking.
Okay. And player-wise, how much healing does that thing that you gave me do?
I thought I had that pulled out.
I'm gonna do this regardless. I'm just wondering so I can put it in the sheet.
1d8.
Okay.
1d8 hit points though. not stamina points.
Did I lose stamina points? Or did I just lose hit points?
When you get hit, you get hit directly to stamina.
You didn't
And
tell me
once-
that. I thought it was hit points.
No. Yeah, it like stamina is like your constant endurance to damage.
So it goes through stamina and then to your hit points?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That
And
helps.
stamina
Thank you.
is... Yeah, I should have clarified. My bad.
I don't know this system, Zachary.
It's okay. I forgot about that detail too, and I was just mixing them up. I'm like, do you have enough health? But forgot.
We're
Dragon,
all
I-
learning.
Dragon, I don't have anything to hydrate with. I'm sorry.
What? Because I ordered to
hydrate?
hydrate.
Yep, hydrate. We were ordered to
Can
hydrate
I-
by Joe earlier, too.
I
Oh.
drank
But I
all of
missed
my
that one.
water at that instance.
Can I double hydrate to count for you, Theta?
Sure.
I drank all my tea. I've been drinking water, being nervous. Also, for anybody, this is the first time of Starfinder for everybody, so we're learning.
Join us to find out if we find the stars.
Hashtag blame Faye because it's my fault. Get that going in chat.
Yeah, you're checking this serum, and for a moment you're thinking like, no, you checked yourself after the hit, and though it felt bad, part of it was held by the fabric of your attire.
I am
And it
upset.
wasn't.
I'm, like, more upset
Oh,
about my
yeah,
clothes being tattered than I should
Unfortunately,
be.
it nailed toward the tie too. And you see a bit of injuries, like a bit of that seeping bluish color of blood, but it wasn't like something that would be
Okay.
real bad.
Yeah, I'm upset. I am visibly upset that my tie is torn up.
How would I'm not gonna worry how Buck would look upset.
She's like looking down at their chest and like holding the scraps of the tie. And like if they could cry, they would be. And they don't know why they're this upset over losing a tie. But it's bothering them.
You see the one that has been accompanying you approach you. Oh, I guess we have to go out there and look for more people. But how are you feeling? How are you holding?
It ripped my tie. I'm gonna kill more of those things. Come on, let's go. We can find more people while we're out there.
Yeah, but let's just focus on finding more people rather than killing, unless we have to. Okay. As you're about to go out there, the La Junta, they'll arrive with you. Stands up and says, excuse me, I can do something about this. To find more people. I don't know how. I think I can patch some of the communication here in this room. I think I can do something with the communication to talk with many people at the same time.
Do it. We will wait.
Thank you. He goes and begins working on the panel. Begins moving and is like, no. Inventory? I don't want the inventory. Like begins moving the things until he finds a section that is about comms. Begins typing and it stops for a moment, so I feel like, whoa, what I'm doing. Okay, I do this. It's going. And eventually he gets to a point that presses a button. Hello? Moment of silence before you hear a echoing voice. And they begin having a conversation. So I'm not gonna have two NPCs talking to each other. And during this conversation, you gather that there's people in the habitational area. People are gathering there. And okay. Once he's done with the conversation, he's like, habitational area, habitational area. I think how to get there. I think I know how to get there.
Then let's get everybody and we'll all go together.
Yes. He goes and begins helping getting his fellow human that he was helping get up. The other humans being helping up, and you see as the other Shirin approach you. The girl also comes along and looks at you and takes your hand.
I'm gonna send her the sensation of a smile, like that like very calm, soothing presence, and just tell her we're gonna go find more people. Are you ready?
He squeezes your hand, and though she doesn't say anything, you still see and sense a shock in her. He just tights grip on you, and
Absent-minded
You're-
thought. I'm glad I'm not human. That might hurt.
he doesn't press as much, but like nods at you, and then looks toward the door where your companion opens it, gun out, and begins following the instructions of the Lashanta. And as our group of survivors begins moving toward the habitational area, along with our newfound pair of individuals making their own way, I'm afraid we're gonna have to leave this story for the moment.
Bum bum bum.
Oh,
I'm like so upset, but I understand.
Will we make it to the habitational area alive? Will the other two make it? Will we lose the little girl along the way because our DM is a monster? Let's find out next time.
not the little girl.
Monster! Why do you think that about me? I was not. I would
I'm
not
building
do anything.
suspense, Sakrane. I know you're a softie at heart.
Will they find the stars?
Will they find the stars?
Will we
No.
find the smiling bowl?
Yeah, that's what I was about to go. It's like, will they find a smiling bull?
I'm trying to figure out what that looks like in my mind, and I can't.
I will send you an image or put it in the Homeward thingy, like for everybody to see my image of that smiley ramen.
Oh, I knew exactly what you were talking about when you said
Yes.
a smiling bowl.
Yeah.
Noodle time.
Noodle time.
What?
There is a
Hey.
movie called Next Gen. If you haven't seen it, it's really cute. It's got a lot of tech in it, and there's a little thing called Noodle Time, and it's a ramen cup that sings and dances and throws itself in the trash. It's the cutest thing.
Huh.
Anyway,
Thank
on
you,
that
everyone.
note,
Thank you, everyone, and English, for joining us for this first episode of Homeward. If you like what we're doing and would like to support us, please consider becoming a patron. You can follow us on all social media at the Nerd Asylum on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and now TikTok. I don't know how to TikTok, but there we are.
We're cool. We're hip.
Yeah, we're up with the boys.
Speak for yourself.
Join the Discord to hang out with the casts and talk about theories, ideas, share memes, and just hang out with cool, in a cool, nerdy environment. Also, we are running a Kickstarter for Guildhall the Masquerade, a virtual novel dating sim game. We are creating ourselves and making the art ourselves. And we still have 25 days to complete the funding goal, so go there and help us get that goal completed. And if you missed any of the show or any of the other live shows we have on and charity games, you can find them in our website or the YouTube. So without furthermore, thank you all for joining us. Thank you, the players, for getting on board this ship to an unknown destination, or maybe back home.
Wherever that is.
wherever that is.
And thank you, Joe, for posting up all those links for us.
Yes,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
All right. Wave goodbye, everybody.